On this first clip, I have carved buffalo for many years ago, and I see no one had shown you how. So today I will show you how to carve a water buffalo from cucumber. Use the whole cucumber. The only part that I add to is the ear and the eye of the buffalo. First of all, you need to draw a lightly mark on your cucumber. Keep the skin on so the horn and the face of the buffalo will show up better. You can use zucchini as well. And after you have drawn the horn and the face of the buffalo, you're going to lightly carve out the section that you draw and trim off the green area, the skin that you are not going to need for the buffalo face. Keep in mind that the buffalo's horn is attached to the cucumber, so you have to be very careful and light-handed because the horn might break easily. We don't want the horn to be attached on later on. We want to be in one piece, so try to carve or cut out any section carefully and trim off the skin of the cucumber so we have the horn attached to it. Now I'm trimming off the side of the horn and trim out the skin of the cucumber so the face of the buffalo exposed to a white flesh, and leave the horn green color to give this buffalo a little color to be standing out when you displaying your centerpiece. Trimming around the neck part of the buffalo and cutting out a area that we are not going to use. You have to have a picture or keep in mind that what your buffalo going to look like. If you don't have idea, go Google it and get the buffalo's image and kind of work around that image to match your vegetable that you chosen. This is how I did mine. This is the easy way to carve without any detail like other carver that they have put a lot of detail. This is just a basic, simple cucumber carving to mimic the buffalo. So I hope you'll be able to follow my step. Keep trying. At this point, I'm trying to cut out the horn out from the cucumber so they pop up and kind of spread out on the side of the cucumber. So you don't want to dig into too much, just dig enough to hold the piece because under there we're going to carve out the buffalo face. Right now I'm trying to shape the buffalo head and the face, how they look like. So you trim off under the horn there and shave the face of the buffalo before we can attach the ear and the eye on this buffalo. Go ahead and trim the cheek off on both sides and working on the head. Trim underneath, give it a little head appearance into this buffalo here. And then we don't want to shape too much because cucumber had a seed and it's going to expose into your piece. It's not gonna look nice, so I'm trimming out as much as I can. Maybe the shape doesn't look close enough, but that is I can get into because like I said, the seed is going to expose. It doesn't gonna be appealing to our piece. So keep in mind that also shape around the mouth part, so they look like a buffalo mouth. And then take a look, and I'm gonna cut the buffalo into the length that I wanted. Now I'm trying to work on the back of the buffalo, which means we're going to carve the tail of the buffalo, but we need to trim underneath, so buffalo going to stand flat on your plate or centerpiece that you're planning to show your piece. So I'm trimming the side, shaping the body and the bottom and the back. Now we're going to start working on the tail. To carve the tail of the buffalo, I want him to be hanging on the back to show that the buffalo is swinging the tail and try to chase out the insect that on their skin, so they kind of swing back and forth. We don't want to attach and hang it on the back of the cucumber, so I carve it that attach on the back and cut out just like the ear part by shaping the tail into a tiny strip like a hair tail of the buffalo, and trim it out and leave it attached to the cucumber. So when you finish, you put some piece of scrap underneath and soak it in the water, and the tail gonna pop up a little higher than they are actually now when I'm just carving. You see there how I push with my thumb and trim around the body of the buffalo, give it a little curve into the waist area so it doesn't look so straight like a cucumber. We want to give a little shape into our buffalo here to represent their lying down on the ground. So I did not put any leg or anything like that, just representing the buffalo lying down with the head and the tail to this cucumber, and give a little shape with the vegetable peeler to smooth out any bump, any imperfection area, just like I have done here. So keep practicing or play around with your vegetables, see how you want it to look like. And I think it's fun to see something that just a piece of vegetable that you eat turn into a cute animal for your centerpiece. So enjoy your carving and see how you come up with this piece. Now it's time to working on the horn area to give in a design on it. I use a carving tool to scrape a strip around the horn part to represent the horn. If you look into the horn of the buffalo, you will see a line that go across the horn, a little design on it. So that's what I did, and go back with my knife, kind of trim out the edges to be a little design of cut or a line that go across the horn. So this will give you buffalo a realistic effect. It's just a little detail will add into your piece that you don't think is going to do anything, but actually you give your piece a detail that they say, oh, you are a good carver, give a lot of detail. Now adding the eye here, I'm using the carrot and the U-shape tool, the smaller one, and cut out the carrot and cut out the hole on the buffalo face here, and then insert the orange carrot into to represent the eye. You can use the peppercorn or the I forgot the spice. You can use that also to represent the eye. Now working on the ear part, take the scrap of your veggie and cut into a little ear shape and then trim the inside open into an eye shape there to represent an ear lobe and the opening into the ear opening. So I'm insert this with the toothpick to keep the ear attached to the buffalo here instead of growing on, because the cucumber have a water content and the glue it doesn't stick well. So I'm insert with the toothpick there to keep the ear hanging under the horn area there. Now we are finished with these two buffaloes with cucumber carving, and I think they look adorable, don't you think? Give it a try, see how you like my technique, how to carve this basic and cute buffalo. Oh, I forgot, I need to cut the mouth part opening there and trim underneath a little smaller than the top part, but that will give a finished touch into our buffalo there. If I have more area, I might carve a teeth on it, but this cucumber is too soft. You see there now, there are cute out there. So give it a try, guys. I hope you enjoy this clip with me here today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll be able to follow my step-by-step technique. สวัสดีค่ะ Take care everybody. Bye bye. See you next clip. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and give like and share so you don't miss the next clip of my carving. Thank you everybody.